Robert Saleh already coaching with Matt LaFleur's Packers in an ironic twist involving Aaron Rodgers after being unceremoniously fired by the New York Jets, despite following every directive and doing his job as expected. It would have been reasonable to think Robert Saleh would take a well-deserved break from the high-stakes world of NFL coaching. After all, who wouldn't need a breather after dealing with Aaron Rodgers' larger-than-life ego, not to mention the circus surrounding the Jets organization? The natural assumption would be that Saleh would take some time to unwind, reflect, and maybe even distance himself from the pressures that come with leading a team under such scrutiny. But in true Saleh fashion, that's not the case. Earlier this week, Saleh joined forces with his longtime friend and colleague, Matt LaFleur, as a part of the Green Bay Packers coaching staff in a role that is being described as fluid. The pair's friendship goes back to their early coaching days. As both worked their way up the NFL ranks together, their bond is as strong as ever, and now Saleh is stepping back into the NFL world alongside LaFleur in Green Bay. While the specific details of Saleh's role remain somewhat vague, it's clear he will focus on offensive consulting, a humorous twist considering Saleh's defensive expertise. Ironically, he won't be involved with the Packers' defense at all, despite being one of the NFL's most respected defensive minds. Instead, LaFleur is tapping into Saleh's knowledge to help dissect opposing defenses from an offensive perspective, giving Green Bay a unique advantage. Now, here's where the story gets really fun. The sheer irony of this situation is almost too good to be true. After departing from a team where Aaron Rodgers was supposed to be the centerpiece, Saleh now finds himself in Green Bay, the very place Rodgers built his legacy. What do you think Saleh and LaFleur have been chatting about behind the scenes? It's hard to imagine their conversations have been all roses and praise when it comes to their former quarterback. The thought of the two longtime friends reminiscing, perhaps even venting a bit about Rodgers, is tantalizing. After all, Saleh knows firsthand what it's like to be caught in the whirlwind of the Rodgers saga, and LaFleur certainly has his own share of experiences from Rodgers' time with the Packers. To be a fly on the wall in Green Bay's practice facility this week, what a joy that would be. One can only imagine the stories being shared and the irony not being lost on anyone involved. Saleh is now in Rodgers' old stomping grounds, working with the very coach who navigated some of Rodgers' best seasons, but keeping a safe distance from the drama that followed. The situation is a delicious twist of fate. Saleh, after enduring the chaos with the Jets and Rodgers, is back in the NFL fold, but this time with his old friend, and in a role that allows him to breathe a little easier, far from the storm that still hovers over New York.